Hello viewers, it is your favorite spoiler from the recap room. For more updates, stay tuned and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you. As politics become more acute, covert schemes become more sinister, and personal issues become more pressing, Robin Hood Episode 6 intensifies the tension. The arrival of Queen Eleanor at Nottingham is the main focus of this episode. The power dynamics are altered by her presence. New challenges emerge and new coalitions are formed. In order to research the expanding outlaw issue, Queen Eleanor travels to Nottingham. During the miller's near execution, Marshal witnessed Robert's audacious strike. He informed the Queen of everything. Eleanor was taken here in the Robin Hood Episode 6 by that report. Eleanor is astute despite her lofty status. She notices something odd right away. The criminals are too proficient to operate on their own. She starts to think that they are receiving covert assistance from a powerful person. The Saxon leaders meet with the sheriff. He accuses them of concealing the assailants. He claims that the battle is a component of the larger Norman-Saxon conflict. He is unaware that Robin's group will soon represent a variety of rebels, including Friar Tuck. Barons and earls keep a close eye on the Queen at the castle. Eleanor's self-assurance and caustic tongue make her stand out. She even makes fun of the Hereford bishop's ostentatious jewelry. Intoxicated, Earl Huntingdon laments the sheriff's inability to apprehend Robert Locksley. Queen Eleanor, meantime, has a covert purpose for her visit. She requests that a writ declaring a state of emergency in the Midlands be signed by the Lords. King Henry II, who is currently in France, would have to return to England as a result. The majority of Lords believe signing is innocuous. They think it demonstrates loyalty. Additionally, they believe it will help put an end to the Robin Hood crisis. However, the Nottingham sheriff declines. He sees signing as a sign of failure. He doesn't trust Eleanor either. He believes her goal is to undermine or overthrow King Henry. He tosses the writ into the fire rather than signing it. In front of her, he burns it. This is treason, according to Eleanor. When she has more, she swears to have him put to death. The sheriff maintains his composure. He is adamant that he will solve the outlaw issue on his own. Marian, however, travels with Queen Eleanor's entourage. She is able to return to the Locksley estate as a result. She stays away from her family. Instead, she enters the house covertly. They passionately get back together and rekindle their romance. However, Marian's visit serves a covert objective. She has a mission from Eleanor. Marian needs to arrange for Robin Hood and the Queen to have a private meeting. Marian requests that Robert set up the meeting. Robert wants to be honest with her. He wants to claim to be Robin Hood. However, he is unable to. He worries that Marian could hold him accountable for Iran's passing. Marian desires a future with Robert. If she sets up the meeting, she requests that Queen Eleanor pardon Robert. Eleanor refers to the request as audacious. Only after meeting the outlaw does she eventually consent. The sheriff's daughter, Priscilla, hardened her heart after being almost murdered by Robert's arrow. Now she vehemently opposes him. Her goal is to reclaim her position in Nottingham's political community. She gets ready to be Queen Eleanor's ideal hostess. William Marshal is then seduced by Priscilla. It appears to be the beginning of an affair. Nobody is aware of her actual motivation. She may be supporting her dad. Alternatively, she may be carrying out her own covert schemes. She or the sheriff might be able to use Marshal to spy on Westminster. He rides to the location Queen Eleanor has selected for their covert meeting late at night. He immediately assures her that the crown is not his adversary. The Nottingham sheriff is his sole goal. Queen Eleanor is impressed. She even observes that he speaks French fluently. In order to have a private conversation, she dispatches her guards. She wants Robin Hood to launch more assaults. She wants the mayhem to get so bad that King Henry II has to go back to England. Robert is taken aback. She wants to use him for her own political games, and Robert can sense that. He thus makes his own request. Marion needs to be released from court duty. And when the crisis is over, he ought to be granted clemency. Eleanor recognizes this right away. Robert Locksley is Robin Hood. She decides not to disclose it. She consents, but only after he finishes his portion of the scheme. Marion sees her father, the Earl of Huntingdon, near the conclusion of Robin Hood episode 6. He is enraged. He holds her accountable for introducing Robert Locksley into their life. Then he discloses a horrible reality. He claims that Robert killed Iran. Marion is devastated. She is astonished and heartbroken. She is unaware that Robert is the real Robin Hood. Marion is in agony at the end of Robin Hood episode 6. Robert and she have a strained relationship. If she can no longer trust him, she might even break up with him. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for more updates.